I asked my wife, do you think the cup is half full or half empty? She said, stop wearing my bras. Okay, welcome to Shave&Butcher. Got a treat for me and maybe for you today. This little baby. This is a full inch, what is it called? Frameback from George Wostenholm in Sheffield. So Frameback, talked about this before, 2 pieces of metal. One is the spine and the tang and all of that, and the other part is the blade. So you don't really replace them or anything, although possibly you can. These were made to be cheaper to make, less steel. And this, I've never shaved with this. I had this honed by Nicholas Gudmundsson, the Honmeister. Can you see properly how nice it is? So this is black, pretty much black from patina. And it has a little bit of active rust around the tang and in the corners here. I didn't want to polish it up. So what I did was I dipped very carefully vinegar, I think you call it, vinegar and water mixed, and I don't know if that helped. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when it gets wet, if the active rust reactivates. We'll see. Hopefully the edge is okay, but you can see, yeah, now you can see shiny edge. It's a good sign on an edge. See how that shines against this black. I thought that was cool, so I wanted to leave it that way. It has a barber's notch. This is called a barber's notch. It was made on razors so that the barber, when he was shaving people, could easily fold and unfold the razor from the scales by putting the barber's notch on, you know, on the pocket, the side of the pocket, and thus open it up. Useless piece of information. The scales might be original. I think they are horn, because they're or bone. A little bit translucent, but I didn't clean those up either. So I sanitized it a bit, and the goo is gone. So it'll be really interesting to see how this works, how this behaves, and what it looks like afterwards. But I think it's a very, very attractive razor, very, very nice looking, and in good shape. At least I think so. So it says George Wostenholm and Son double carbonized 1XL razor. Registered, it's hard to see because it's kind of worn, registered something 1850. I don't know what it says. Maybe it's Sheffield. But anyway, we're going to put that to the test. The soap today is from France, the favorite Osma Savon à Barbe. And the brush is a synthetic brush, and friendship shaving. It's all right. It's okay. I have cuts everywhere. There on the head, and this is almost still bleeding. So I was cleaning out part of the garden today, neighbor's garden to be perfectly honest. He has a blackberry bush, or several, hanging over to our side of the wall. So I cut those and then I put them in the wood chipper, and my God, you know, there are different variants of blackberry. There's a garden version, which we also have because we kind of like blackberry. It's nice. But this is wild. So wild blackberry has those enormous enormous thorns, and they're horrific. So I was doing wood chipping and branches going everywhere, and one got stuck on the nose. You know, a semi-big one just hung in the nose. My God. You should have been there. You were so much fun. You was hilarious. Okay. I've discovered one thing. Sometimes when I'm in the garden, I put a bit of sun lotion on the head if the sun is out, or else I burn it. And I've noticed, I don't know if you have either, you may think I'm even wrong, oh, God forbid, but I've noticed then that when you have sunscreen on and you go straight to building a lather, it's really hard, it's really difficult. So the sunscreen does something, it kills the lather, kills it. It's horrible, it's impossible to get a good lather, even if you use a lot of soap. It's my experience anyway. Have you similar experiences or not? I also went to the driving range today. I drove my son, who's sort of learning to play. I used to play. I haven't played in a good while. So I drove him and I tried to hit the ball, and it's hard. We've talked about this before as well, where I do most of the talking on this channel. When you've been fairly okay and you feel you deteriorate a little bit every single year, and in sports, if you call golf a sport, I don't know, the body becomes less agile and more shit, and that means your performance is less. And if you've been fairly decent at some point, it's a soul-crushing thing to know that I used to be quite a lot better. I should be able to do this better, because you know, golf, you can play really good golf when you're 60, 70. If you practice and if your body is with you. Shall we go with that? Very little monkey business with the lathering, but here we go. So, and what I noticed as well, I don't know if it's the Parkinson's or just age, is how stiff I am. You know, I used to be able to hit the ball like you're supposed to, where you bring the club up to sort of level with the earth. Right now, at this point, my head goes like that because I'm so stiff, and that you can't have that. You have to focus on the ball, and so yeah. So I'll be hitting 30-40 meters shorter than before. Another soul-crushing, takes away your manhood sort of thing. Okay, here we go. Shh. It's not super. Hang on. Shh. I want to experience the razor. Lather's a bit on the dry side. It's sharp, it shaves, it's not super smooth. But let's see how we do. Let's have some more wine. Oh, coffee. Wine. Sometimes just want to concentrate on the shave. Yeah, it's a little bit tuggy. So like a little massage. It feels quite like a wedge, you know, just the feeling. But this is an old freaking razor, and the feeling of shaving with something really old is really cool. So I have at least two Framebacks that I'm using. One is a Tori razor from Japan, Swedish steel, and one is Swedish, CV Helgestrand. And the Helgestrand feels a lot like this. You get a good close shave, but you have to do a bit of pushing, and it feels a little bit tuggy, like wedge razors almost always do. The Tori is smooth like a modern super smooth hollow razor. So interesting. But the real test of any straight razor is when you go against the grain. My first pass is essentially with the grain. My second pass is essentially against the grain. Here we go. Funny, but this feels better. Well, still tuggy. Yes. Yeah, there's quite a bit of resistance. What will be really interesting is to see how this holds an edge. Bit of alum on the fingers to get a good grip. Silent shave today, but I am focusing. Yeah, well, close enough. Close enough. Maybe a cigar. Oh, a cigar would be nice. Maybe a cigar. We'll see. We'll see how we do. Bit of blood. This is from, to be honest, this is from shaving with the Micromatic. I did a poor job. I didn't realize until afterwards that I'd butchered big parts of here. Yeah, these are old, and here, and it's been 2 days, day and a half. and still those get cut open. So those aren't new, but I did such a poor job. When I started shave with the Matic, I said ride the cap. Did I ride the cap? Fuck no. So kids, you should do as I say, not as I do. Really poor lather. Not the soap, just me. Doesn't really matter, but it's not comme il faut. Ah, almost. This must be the most quiet I've been in a very long time. But you know, you're with me on the journey of trying out a new razor. I don't get razors very often these days. So I'm gonna love this no matter what. But it's fun if they shave well. Sometimes this is smooth. Sometimes it's tuggy. Maybe it's me. Maybe my ability to shave has gone away. Maybe my angle is wrong. Thing with good straight razors is that if they're really good and you know how to shave with a straight razor, you don't have to focus too much and it's still a good shave. Okay, let's see how we did. Bit of blood. Damn gem razor's fault. Okay, wet my hands, get a rinse, see what that feels like. Pretty okay. Not BBS, but pretty okay. I'm going to use the alum to close up some of these old weepers. Yeah. In terms of shaving experience and shaving quality, it's below average, which is a shame, but it's okay because it's such a cool razor. Still, you know, it would have been nice if it was fantastic. But that's life. That's life. I should have a French aftershave. I know what I'll use. Since it's summer, I'm gonna use a French summer aftershave. Hang on. No. Spring and yes, this is the good stuff. Fislade, excellent soaps, excellent aftershaves from France. This is Epic. Un soir d'été. A summer's night. This is lovely. I can't remember what it smells like, but I know I love it. So we're putting some of that into the hand. Good sized restrictor. Bit of a burn. Gonna add some more to get some more burning. Feels good. And it does good job for the skin. Check him out, Fislad. If I remember, I'll put a link. Whew, good burn there. Okay. It was the 1-inch Frameback George Wostenholm from Sheffield. Yeah, there we go. Not perfect, but it shaves okay, and it's old, and it's traditional, and it's black, and it's really cool. It's a badass straight razor. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. I've got new stuff, so might be doing videos every day for a while. We'll see. Meanwhile, stay sharp.